By the end of this video, I will convince you to journal by outlining the importance of journaling to your mental health and the need of journaling for analytic and creative thinking. Journaling has been an important habit that has been followed by many great thinkers from hundreds of years, such as Marcus Aurelius, Leonardo da Vinci, and one of the greatest mathematician, Isaac Newton. They did not journal just for nothing, rather. They knew the importance of journaling and its benefit. They knew that the key to becoming a genius involved the art of journaling, and by the end of this video, I hope that you will understand this art too. I will first explain what journaling is before helping you understand why journaling can improve your mental health, and then finally, I will move forward to explain how it helps your thinking ability in analytical, thinking of creative thinking overall. Journaling is the practice of externalizing your thoughts, emotions, or opinions in your writing. It is different from diary writing, which aims to describe your day's activity. On the other hand, journaling can be done without describing a single event that actually happened in your life. Let's say, for example, that a classmate of mine had been taken for a project that I desired to work for, and I myself was rejected. A diary would describe the events as they happened, but a journal would only describe the thoughts that crossed my mind or the feeling I felt at the moment. I may have felt betrayed, lost and questioning your own abilities, wondering why I was not chosen for the project, or why I were unfit for it. Journaling externalizes all this internal thoughts or feelings into an external source through the act of writing. So how does journaling help in mental health? We now understand that journaling brings about the hidden thoughts or feelings that we may not reflect upon to light. But the natural question now is how that is supposed to be helpful or needed. And answering this question will help us understand the importance of journaling on mental health too. So first of all, research by Matthew Lieberman, UCLA, shows that labeling emotions reduces emotional intensity. fMRI studies demonstrate decreased amygdala activity when emotions are verbalized. What this implies is that when we journal, then our thoughts or feeling are given words or are explicated, which helps in regulating how we feel about those thoughts or feelings. Or it helps in being less emotional about thoughts. Moreover, it can help us more rationally or controllably about them as compared to when it is just in our head. For example, let's say you are feeling frustrated or angry at your friend for not doing something properly. Journaling can help you take a step back and feel less stressed or angry about the situation, and you may come to realize that your friend just made a mistake and you don't need to be so worked up about it. Secondly, it converts chaos into order. When our thoughts are left on their own in our brain, then they often becomes chaotic, unorganized, exaggerated, and we lose grasp on our own thoughts. This can make us feel stressed, tired, or with all this chaos within our mind. Work by James W. Pennebaker shows that writing about emotional experiences improves psychological well-being, immune function, stress levels. Thirdly, journaling helps you in putting an end to the so-called thinking loop. You may have experienced it too, when all you do is sit back and think about the stressful over and over again. We can put an end to such stressful loops of thought by expressing them in our journals. At last, journaling can help you in reasoning with yourself better and having a positive talk with yourself. There is an interesting research that was conducted by the National Library of Medicine, which observed the impact of positive talking on juvenile, and it had positive impact. Moving forward, how journaling helps in improving thinking. Firstly, our mind can only keep a limited amount of information at once and reflect upon it. This limited memory capacity can hinder our ability to reflect and think properly, which is why we need a way to reflect or reason about information that we have without having to deal with the limitations of our mind, which is where journaling comes and help. Since journaling involves externalizing thoughts, then we can store large of information outside of our mind and thus bypassing the natural limitation of our brain. Moreover, studies in cognitive psychology show that external representations of information improves reasoning accuracy and problem-solving efficiency. Secondly, writing journaling can help in building coherency and clarity in our thoughts. Being able to translate vague, implicit information within our mind into explicit, clarified, coherent thoughts, which improves in analytical thinking, since we need such explicit, clarified, coherent information to do analytical reasoning. Therefore, journaling helps in analytical reasoning. Thirdly, journaling can help in detecting errors in our thoughts or exaggerations that may go unnoticed. If we simply reflect within our head, we are much better in being able to identify the assumptions, hyperbole, or rhetoric in our thoughts that can misguide us from the truth, which again is crucial for analytical reasoning. Lastly, journaling helps in letting your thoughts run wild, which is the key to creative thinking. Unique creative ideas appear. Your mind is freely able to think without expectations or constraints. Journaling can help in this, which is why journaling helps in creative thinking. In conclusion, journaling helps in improving analytical or creative thinking and has been done by many geniuses over the century. If you enjoyed this video, then I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, which can help motivate me to make more videos like this. Also hit the like button so that this video can reach more people, and they too can learn the importance of journaling.